Oh, oh man, what have I done? Nothing. In the end, I just gave in. They did it. Nothing more to say. CIG finally got me. Hello, citizens. Today is an historic day for me, for CIG, and for all of humanity. Well, maybe I'm overselling a little, but today is certainly a special day for me, to say the least. Let me tell you something. A little over a month ago, I turned 13 on Starcitizen, and for 13 years, I've always said you don't need a fleet of 12 ships to enjoy the game. Sure, over the years, I've made my fair share of upgrades. I started from the Aurora to the Freelancer, from the Freelancer to the Zeus, and finally, I'll tell you about that later. Just stay tuned till the end if you're curious. I've gone through countless IAEs, Invictuses, free flights, new concepts, a new ship ready to fly, without giving in. Never. Until now. Now they got me. They finally did it. With this. How could I possibly resist? It's as if CIG said, now let's make a ship exclusively for Bob. And they did, and it's perfect. Now, I know there are many of us in this club, so I'm addressing you in particular, people who couldn't resist the magic of the Clipper. Cheers to you, you know exactly what I'm talking about and how I feel. And what's more, it's a Drake. If it had been an Origin, an RSI, I might have been able to resist, I don't know. But a Drake? No way. Mine. But now let's start with the Bob tour of the ship. The first impressions, when I saw the Clipper, I instantly felt that mix of the Expanse and Star Wars vibes. Basically bread and Nutella, pizza and Coca-Cola, a snowstorm outside and a warm fireplace inside. The perfect combo. Now let's get in. If you're in a rush, sure, you can take the elevator, you'll be in the pilot seat fast. But the Clipper is not a ship for people in a hurry. Like, at all. It's terrifyingly slow, it has 42 engines the size of a small moose, yet somehow tops out at about 4 snails per hour. But honestly, who cares? Only the impatient rush, and the Clipper owners are not impatient. That's why you enter by the ramp, like civilized citizens. When you turn around and close the ramp, it feels like you're sealing yourself inside a safe, cozy home. No other ship gives that vibe. Climb the stairs and you arrive in that strange little room with the glowing rolls. The kind of thing that makes you go, yeah, maybe I shouldn't stand too close. Then you hit the medical room, and listen, a Bob like me, I'll be using that medbed more than I'd like to admit. Though trusting a Drake medbay with your regeneration always feels like a little adventurous. But hey, bed, terminal, gel to fix your hair, everything a Bob pilot needs. Then there's the entertainment room. Not functional yet, but I already know I'll be living here, cranking out Pico plushes for tourists and building a completely legitimate safe hustle. High hopes? Not much to say yet. Let's move forward and find the second set of stairs. 3 floors. On a ship this size, it's like 10 foot long and 5 foot wide, but has 3 floors. That's amazing. We climbed, praying the infamous Drake trapdoor doesn't decapitate us, and end up on the top deck, the penthouse. The cockpit, classic Drake. Visible components strapped on with metal bars, a seat designed by a chiropractor's worst enemy. That's just perfect. The cabin has a bed, coffee table, and of course a bathroom. With Drake, you never know. But the premium touch? The leaking shower. Because in deep space, water is a secondary resource, or at least Drake thinks so. But one of the features I like the most about the Clipper is the hellish trapdoor. What's the point of it? What could it possibly be used for? I don't know. But I think it's perfect. Especially if you invite a friend to visit the ship, you distract him by showing him the beauty of the engineer's terminal, and then BAM! Down the tractor, a broken femur, and lots of laughter. Peak game design. Now I want to test something. Which way is the fastest to exit the ship? Stairs and elevator, hatch and elevator, hatch, stairs and ramp. It's time for science! Well, it's a close one, but honestly, the Clipper is a lifestyle. Time doesn't really matter. You don't fly a Clipper, you live a Clipper. But let's fly it anyway. Earlier I said the Clipper is 5 foot wide, obviously with wings closed. When they open, the ship becomes 4.5 miles wide and spans 3 different time zones. If you open the wings inside a hangar, you probably crash into the walls, and there's a decent chance a new game patch will drop before you even can exit the door. But in the air, I think it flies like the brick it is, stable, solid, and not so agile. Armed enough to do serious work. For someone who isn't me, don't look at me, I damage only myself just landing. And speaking of landing, that height takes getting used to. Cockpit on the 16th floor really throws off your depth perception, and I've crashed into hangar platform more than once because I thought I had clearance. Spoiler, I didn't, but I'll get a hang of it. So yeah, my new life aboard the Clipper begins now. No idea what I'll do or where I'll go, but that's the whole philosophy of this ship. That's why it's perfect. And if you haven't noticed yet, it's mine. But I didn't forget you, and earlier I said there was something else, and since you stayed to the end, you deserve the truth. I couldn't update from the Zeus to the Clipper, so yes, the Clipper is a fresh buy. But honestly, the Zeus was never really my jam. I mean, I'm a Drake guy. I can run around the verse clean and polished like an RSI pilot. So I updated the Zeus into the Ironclad. Yeah, this IAE has been a complete disaster for me. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button and tell me in the comments how you're resisting or totally not resisting this ridiculously tempting IAE. Which ships are your biggest weaknesses? And as always, subscribe if you want, share the video with the entire human race, and if you want custom Bob emojis, check out the memberships. Take care, citizens, and may this IAE end soon before I go bankrupt. Bye bye.